movie review. Venom review. Alright, so I just got back. Well, I didn't just get back. I just got back from seeing Venom like 12 hours ago, guys, so this should be said. Alright, yeah, so I didn't just get back from seeing Venom. Holy shit. Alright, so I saw Venom last night. By the way, enough people don't know about these. Your local theater probably has Thursday screenings. Now, my hair is terrible because I just got out of the shower and was like, oh shit, better go do that Venom review. Because I have so many reviews that I've said, I'm going to review that. And then, like 14 years later, still haven't reviewed it. So, Venom is doing a review today, and honestly, when I checked out the reviews after I saw the movie, I didn't really understand the dislike. I don't think it's, the new Infinity War. I don't think it's like, any like, it's not Deadpool 2. It's nothing like that. It's not gonna be like that because it's Venom. It's not really supposed to be this huge deal. It's just supposed to be a fun movie that you go to, and it's about Venom. And that's pretty much what I expected, and that's what I got. Like I said, I don't really get the hate. There was nothing that bad in the movie. In fact, I was kind of expecting some bad CGI, but the CGI was actually pretty much always on point. There was one or two scenes that I saw that I was like, I don't know about that. But other than that, okay. So, horses just went down my street, which is very odd. That's why I just looked over there. But anyways, so the CGI was generally pretty good. And also, if you weren't here for my last review, you're wondering what happened to my room and my normal review space after all these months I was gone. It's just doing painted, we're remodeling, we're doing this. We're just redoing a couple of things, so I should get a really good review station set up soonish. But so as I was saying, so the CGI was not that bad for Venom. I was expecting it to be worse than it was. But it was actually really good, and the symbiote actually did look like really kind of like gross. Like it looked kind of like it was slimy almost, which is a really cool little touch that they were able to add. Also, the plot really wasn't that much of a mess. I heard that one get thrown around a couple of times that the plot is a mess, but I didn't think so. I thought that it flowed pretty well. I'll admit the first half hour to 45 minutes can be a little slow, but once that first 45 minutes is done with, it's generally pretty fun throughout the movie. And I'd say that's pretty much all my props that I can give to Venom. And for the things that I don't like, hold on. So one more thing that I also liked is that the acting from Tom Hardy, and especially his girlfriend, who I can't remember what her name in the movie is, they were both really good. Both Tom Hardy and whoever plays his girlfriend in the movie was really good. Also, the movie was decently funny. There was some times that I didn't laugh, but there was also some times that I did, which is to be expected with a PG-13 superhero movie. Generally, there's going to be some jokes that don't hit, and there's going to be some that do hit. That's pretty much how it's always been, and that's probably how it's always going to be. So, so the comedy was pretty decent, and I'd say that's pretty much all of my. No, I'm almost done with all my props, but this is the last prop that I'm going to give to the movie, which is that they were actually able to do some more stuff than I thought that they could with the, PG-13 genre. They dropped quite a few shits in the movie, and I was just kind of like, that's surprising. I didn't think you could say shit like 15 times in a PG-13 movie. Also, there's a little bit of gore. There was actually quite a bit of gore, more than I expected in a PG-13 movie. But we are dealing with Venom here, so it does make sense. So my only really big issue was that for a movie about Venom, we really didn't see Venom that much. Granted, we did do a lot of stuff with Eddie Brock, which I'm happy about. I was kind of worried that maybe they would go a little too far and just be like, oh, we have Venom, let's just have an hour and a half be of Venom, and half an hour you get to see a little bit of Eddie Brock. But hold on, my camera just Maybe it shut off. I don't know. Let me see. No, okay. Alright. That was weird. Don't know what just happened. So, anyway, so I was hoping that they wouldn't do that, and they really didn't. They kind of did the opposite, though, where it's like we didn't get enough Venom, is my only big complaint. And also, the villain was pretty cookie cutter, which I don't really mind the basic cookie cutter villain because it's hard to do something new, and it's not easy to do something new like that. So generally, if there's a cookie cutter villain, it's a little bit of an excuse for me. It's not a good excuse, but I'll usually won't rate it as bad as if there was just this really bad villain. They tried something new and it just was really bad. So honestly, I don't get the hate for Venom. You know, maybe you've seen Venom and you really dislike it. I could understand why. And so in the end, I'm gonna have to do Venom probably about a B minus. Not the best superhero movie this year, but also not the worst, which I'm not gonna get into that. So I'm gonna talk about the post-credit scene pretty briefly because there was two, a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. So I'm going to talk about those two briefly. So if you don't want to hear spoilers for Venom, click off the video now. I'll give you a countdown from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so my thoughts on the post-credit scene were, or the mid-credit scene was this. I liked it. I liked how it set up Carnage, and I liked Woody Harrelson as Carnage. And I didn't mind that huge-ass red wig, curly wig that he had. I didn't really mind it. I know that a lot of people didn't like it, and although I don't really like it, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a small detail. It's a small thing that they could easily change. But my major gripe with this post-credit scene is that it's really good, and I really liked it, but I did not like the fact that he was just like, when I escape, there's gonna be carnage, because it's like, we know it's Carnage. You don't have to be like, it's Carnage, everyone. It's Carnage. I can't, guys, did you know that that's Carnage? Woody Harrelson in there, that's Carnage? And then it ends and they're just like, it's Carnage. Like, we didn't need that. We didn't really need that. There's gonna be Carnage line. I didn't like it. And for the post-credit scene, I liked it. I really liked that little bit of footage that we got of Into the Spider-Verse because the trailers don't really give us. I feel I like the trailers for Into the Spider-Verse, but at the same time, it was just one of those things where it's like, I like the trailers, but I'd like to see some footage. So we saw about 3 to 4 minutes of footage of the movie, and I really liked it. My only issue was that it didn't belong at the end of Venom. It really didn't. It was just tapped on for Sony being like, ooh, let's get some money. People might not know about Into the Spider-Verse that go to see Venom. They might want to go see it now. And I didn't like that. It didn't fit at all, and it made no sense. It would have made sense, though, if maybe they just uploaded that clip onto, like, the Sony YouTube channel or onto their Facebook or Twitter or whatever. I don't care. Just did not belong at the end of Venom. I am hyped for Into the Spider-Verse, it just didn't belong there. So if you liked this and you'd like to see some more reviews, because as you can see behind me, it's Halloween. I got plenty of reviews coming up for some pretty spooky movies. I know that Spider-Man 3 and Venom really aren't that scary, but I wanted to get these two out of the way because I wanted to review Venom, and I thought, why not watch Spider-Man 3, review that, before we go see Venom, and then I only have a couple more Spider-Man movies to review. Because I got one planned for this for Into the Spider-Verse. Trust me, I got one planned, but yeah. So like I said, if you like this, you want to see some more reviews coming up. Most of them are going to be horror movie reviews until the end of October, and so I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.